So Caitlin Clark appeared on the Post Moves podcast, and there were a couple of one very questionable thing that a lot of fans are running with, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it in this video because, again, like no matter what people want to say, everyone is entitled. Every fan, everybody watching, everybody who's interested is entitled to their own opinion, whether you agree with it or not. And there's a lot of opinions I disagree with, a lot of opinions I agree with, but I still think it's worth, even if I do think this is a bit of a nothing burger, I think it is worth discussing the topic. So, if you guys don't know, basically, Caitlin Clark went on the podcast and she was basically talking about Aaliyah, picking up the check, and this is what she goes and says. Let's take a listen. I think this is the right clip.
She absolutely loves you because
so nice.
That's crazy because
she's epic. She has to.
Whatever.
She's on that till 2029. 2029.
Yeah,
Are
no,
you
that's
with
what
the
I'm
Fever
saying.
till 2029?
Hey, I love playing with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm only signed till.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Well, next year.
Don't worry about that. We'll figure that out.
Unless I sign my epic.
Don't worry about that. Don't play around here.
It's technicalities.
So everybody's being like, Caitlin Clark is leaving the Fever. She's hinting she's leaving the Fever. She's not leaving the Fever. Or she's signing the Epic. Well, maybe she won't. But they're both there till 2029. So I've said this from the time Aaliyah signed that contract. 2029 is the last year the team has any control over Caitlin Clark. By Aaliyah, they have control over Aaliyah till 2028. So even if Caitlin doesn't sign the Epic, even if Caitlin does not sign the Epic deal, basically, the Indiana Fever have full control over Caitlin Clark's destiny anyway. Because, let's just say she doesn't sign the Epic deal. Her 4th-year option is next year. She's getting paid, whatever, $600K next year. And then she becomes a restricted free agent where they have the ability to match any offer for her, or they can use the core tag. They can use the core tag on her for 2 years and give her obviously whatever she wants, and they keep her for 2 years. But whether it's restricted free agency or whether it's the core tag, you can't get cored after your 6th year in the league. So the Indiana Fever have control over Caitlin Clark till 2029. I think there's a reason why Aaliyah Boston signed that long-term deal for 2029. The odds of Caitlin Clark, by her choice, leaving the Indiana Fever, as in walking for nothing, pre-2029 is 0. The odds of that are 0. The Indiana Fever have the rights to negotiate. Is there a world, again, if you've looked at all the ins and outs, whether it be Kareem Christmas Kelly or Austin Kelly, Stephanie White, Kelly Krauskoff, Lynn Dunn, they've all been Breanna January, they've all been intertwined to go to 20 years. So I think the entire Fever front office and coaching staff is a package deal. There is a world where if Caitlin's really pissed and doesn't want to play for them anymore, they'll move off Caitlin. But it'll be a trade. There is a world where that happens. And look, if you move off Caitlin, you have Aaliyah tied down. So there's a world where that happens. A world where Caitlin just says, I'm out, I'm walking. Can't happen. Absolutely can't happen. And I'm going to be honest here. It cannot happen. And the Fever aren't dumb enough to just let it happen. Because the Fever are dumb enough to just let Caitlin walk if she wants to walk, then they are the worst organization in the WNBA. And the problem is with the Indiana Fever is, if you guys don't know, back in the day, if a player requested a trade, it was automatic. It was an automatic thing. If a player requested a trade, you had to trade them. And you basically had to trade them to where they wanted to go. And whatever you got back, you got back. But now these NBA organizations are like, no, you're under contract. We are not trading you. We are not trading you. And that's basically what it's going to come down to. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, Caitlin Clark's not going to sign her epic deal. There is a chance Caitlin Clark doesn't sign her epic deal. There is. If Caitlin Clark does not sign her epic deal, the reason why she isn't signing her epic deal is because the Indiana Fever either want to keep Kelsey Mitchell or bring in a new max contract player next year. And don't get it twisted. Like, there is always the possibility of Jackie Young. And I know people are like, oh, she'll never leave the Aces. She signed a 1-year deal. Asia is on a 4-year deal or a 3-year deal. Chelsea's on a 3-year deal. Jules on a 3-year deal. And they might have to start paying some players. And if it turns out their depth is an issue this year, they're not going to have a max contract for Jackie Young next year. They're just not. Everybody else in the team is basically on the minimum. What are the odds of that happening? Low. They are low. I think if Caitlin Clark's not taking the epic deal, it is for it is absolutely for like to bring Kelsey Mitchell back. But there's a world where there is a world where that happens. Look, that being said, you've now got fans thinking of Caitlin being like, oh, if I sign my epic deal. As in, like, oh, she mightn't sign the epic deal and leave. There is no chance of that happening. There's absolutely no chance. If she does not sign her epic deal, it's to leave money on the table for other things. Because even if she doesn't sign the epic deal, the only difference is that she's going to make less money next year. And then they're going to keep her under team control via the core. Like, they're going to keep her via core. And if they want to trade her, it makes no difference anyway. She's still going to be on the on that top tier contract. So I think a lot of people are kind of overreacting to what Caitlin said. A joke about signing an epic deal. Even if she doesn't sign it, it's irrelevant. I'm going to be real. Even if she does not sign an epic deal, it is absolutely irrelevant to the outcome of whether or not Caitlin's on the Fever. Aaliyah signed till 29, more than likely, because 2029 is when Caitlin Clark can go. It is probably a situation where they're going to give it till 2029, the two of them together, and then they both become unrestricted free agents that year. And the two of them are going to be like, okay, we're either going to stay or we're both gone. And that is it. That is the window. The Indiana Fever have until 2029 to win both of these players. Or at least show they're a serious organization, because if they don't, they're going to walk. Or, on the other hand, they could trade both of them. So anyway, yeah, see you guys.